Sean Diddy Combs.
Sean Diddy Combs.
Sean Diddy Combs.
In the freak-off.
Facing federal racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking charges. Both the prosecution...
Makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of that pisses them off.
JayZ and Diddy have always seemed close, but with Diddy now under fire for a slew of serious allegations, Ice Cube has come forward with some shocking claims about the Carters. Reports suggest that Ice Cube has exposed JayZ's alleged involvement in questionable activities, coming right on the heels of Diddy's recent legal troubles. Facing heavy charges, including allegations of misconduct and trafficking, Diddy is rumored to be prepared to reveal potentially incriminating details about JayZ as part of his own defense. But is this really the case? Could Diddy actually be cooperating with authorities against JayZ, or is this another rumor blown out of proportion? And how could this shake up their relationship? Let's dig into the details of this unfolding story. During a recent interview on the PBD podcast, Ice Cube shared his views on the unfolding legal controversies surrounding Diddy, hinting that the music industry can be as unpredictable as the Wild West. As reports circulate around Diddy's involvement in various allegations, Ice Cube suggested that the troubles facing high-profile industry figures like Diddy are part of a recurring pattern in hip-hop's often tumultuous landscape. When asked about any personal connections to Diddy, Ice Cube explained that while he'd worked with Diddy's team on his album War and Peace, he kept a professional distance, largely dealing with Diddy's producers rather than Diddy himself. Reflecting on their work together, Ice Cube described the collaboration as smooth, saying, "He gave us great music. We flew out to New York. I was mainly in the studio with his stable of producers, and I think we did some great music." However, Ice Cube emphasized that he steered clear of Diddy's more social gatherings, choosing to maintain his own path within the industry. "I'm not the partying type," he said. "I ain't never been to a Diddy party. I ain't never really want to go." Ice Cube then hinted that he's not surprised by the recent revelations surrounding Diddy, explaining that, "In hip-hop, you're going to have the good, the bad, and the ugly." When questioned about Diddy potentially being targeted by higher authorities, especially with the federal investigations and recent searches of Diddy's Miami and LA properties, Ice Cube didn't hesitate. "I believe he's being targeted," he affirmed. The conversation took a more serious turn when Ice Cube referenced Clive Davis, a well-known industry icon. Some, including hip-hop mogul Suge Knight, have alluded to Davis's influence on younger artists and implied that he may have shaped certain behaviors within the industry. While the podcast host brought this up, Ice Cube clarified that he doesn't consider himself part of that camp. Jaguar Wright recently stirred up attention with claims on a podcast where she alleged that JayZ might have deeper involvement in the industry's controversies, hinting that he may be connected to Diddy's troubles. Known for her often outspoken and controversial takes on industry insiders, Wright's comments left listeners speculating about her claims regarding some of hip-hop's biggest names. Although she provided no hard evidence to back her allegations, her remarks tapped into long-standing rumors surrounding both JayZ and Diddy. Jaguar Wright also suggested that JayZ has a pattern of advancing his career at others' expense, referencing figures like DeHaven, Big L, and Dame Dash as examples. She argued that JayZ allegedly took parts of these individuals' lives and incorporated them into his own brand. Wright urged listeners to reach out to DeHaven, implying that his untold story could shed light on JayZ's rise to success. Wright's allegations didn't stop there. She referenced rumors involving the late R&B icon Aaliyah, hinting that powerful figures in the music industry may have influenced the tragic circumstances of her final flight. In this conversation, Wright speculated about a link between Sean Carter and decisions made by industry managers that could have impacted Aaliyah's travel arrangements, although, again, she provided no direct proof for these claims. Turning to her experiences working with JayZ, Wright reflected on a personal sense of disillusionment. She expressed regret over their collaboration on the Unplugged performance, which she described as the purest expression of her love for music and culture. According to her, the performance was one of the most meaningful projects she's been part of, driven by passion and a deep respect for the culture. "There was not one person in that room that was not elevated that night," she shared. In recent industry discussions, rumors have circulated that Beyonce might be distancing herself from JayZ as lawsuits around Diddy intensify, with some speculating that legal scrutiny could soon turn toward JayZ. The music industry of the 90s, especially, saw powerful figures able to take advantage of younger, often vulnerable artists under the guise of mentorship. Some online sources suggest that Beyonce has taken measures to separate her assets, potentially to protect her brand and family, and that she may have even quietly filed for divorce earlier this year. It's been noted that while Beyonce has supported Jay through various public challenges, recent speculation about his connections and activities may have prompted her to prioritize her own security. Beyonce has been active with new releases and a world tour, possibly as a way of preparing financially for whatever may come, should any allegations or charges unfold. Rumors also hint that both JayZ and Beyonce were aware of Diddy's alleged past actions, possibly making them accessories in some observers' eyes. Furthermore, while it remains unverified, some internet speculation hints that Beyonce may have dealt with rivals in the industry aggressively, including an incident involving Kathy Wright, who was rumored to have been close to JayZ at one point. JayZ's early connection to Foxy Brown has also been revisited, specifically regarding the considerable influence he wielded over her career when she was just starting out. While Foxy Brown has never confirmed any inappropriate relationship, the rumors linger. JayZ and Diddy have long been close, with Diddy recently sharing that only two people, JayZ and his mother, are allowed to call him by his birth name. But this friendship is now under scrutiny due to serious accusations from Cassie and a record producer against Diddy, which have brought comparisons to the controversies surrounding figures like Jeffrey Epstein. These allegations are also casting a shadow over JayZ, especially as new attention is drawn to his early industry relationships and associations. One significant point of discussion involves Foxy Brown, who was reportedly underage when she signed with JayZ's label. Rumors of a romantic relationship between the two have resurfaced, with some sources suggesting that JayZ may have even offered support to her career and personal life in exchange for secrecy about their past. Dame Dash, JayZ's former business partner, has allegedly backed some of these claims. Dame Dash has been outspoken about JayZ's partnership with R. Kelly, especially given Kelly's history. Dash, who was dating Aaliyah, has said that he was disturbed by JayZ's decision to collaborate with R. Kelly on the Best of Both Worlds album and subsequent tour. He pointed out the difficulty of watching people stay silent about Kelly's reputation at the time, even though Kelly's past relationships and troubling history were already publicly known. Dash questioned why, for so long, many in the industry looked the other way. Dame Dash has been vocal about his discomfort with JayZ's collaboration with R. Kelly, especially considering Kelly's troubling past with young women. For Dash, this collaboration felt like a breach of the principles he thought they shared, particularly after R. Kelly's history became widely known. Dash's words reflect how deep this frustration ran, as he admitted to distancing himself, unable to reconcile JayZ's choice to work with Kelly, given Kelly's past relationship with Aaliyah, someone Dash had cared for deeply. The industry's treatment of young women has been a persistent topic of controversy, especially as it relates to Foxy Brown, who was signed to JayZ's Rockefeller Records at a very young age. While Foxy has stayed silent on specifics about their relationship, the rumors of a more-than-professional connection between her and JayZ have lingered. In reflecting on his collaborations with women in the industry, Dash has spoken about the unique strength and perspective that a male-female dynamic can bring to creative work. He notes that this partnership is often intense, and demands acknowledgement, especially when the stakes and sensitivities are high. The allegations surrounding JayZ and Diddy bring to light a troubling narrative that permeated the music industry during the 1990s, particularly within the hip-hop scene. Both moguls have faced accusations of leveraging their power to exploit young women, a practice that many now recognize as deeply problematic. Reflecting on that era, there's a growing acknowledgement that the norms of the 90s often allowed older men to pursue relationships with underage girls, a reality that has become increasingly unacceptable in today's society. The conversations sparked by talk shows hosted by influential figures like Oprah and Dr. Phil have contributed to a broader awareness and education on the serious implications of such dynamics. One individual weighed in, noting, "I've always been drawn to older women, so I personally didn't navigate those waters. But it's clear that many in my circle did." The speaker then highlighted a significant yet often overlooked aspect of JayZ's past, particularly his relationship with Aaliyah, who was underage at the time. People often focus on Dame Dash's connections with Aaliyah and R. Kelly, but let's not forget JayZ's involvement during that time as well. Foxy Brown was also very young when she began working with him. Additionally, Wendy Williams reportedly shared footage depicting Diddy and JayZ engaging in questionable activities with a young man. Wendy Williams, renowned for her talk show and her penchant for celebrity gossip, has long been a controversial figure in the entertainment industry. Known for her bold claims and willingness to delve into sensitive topics, she made headlines in the 90s when she allegedly leaked a scandalous tape featuring Diddy and JayZ engaged in intimate activities with a third person who appeared very young. During her radio show, Wendy shared a screenshot from this tape, enticing her audience to visit her website for more shocking details. However, she only released a single frame of the footage, describing the complete tape as so egregious that possessing it could be deemed almost criminal and likely illegal to disseminate. In a dramatic twist, Wendy purportedly took the additional step of reporting the tape to law enforcement. However, the police were unable to take any action, as the identities of the individuals in the video were obscured, making it impossible to confirm whether the rappers were indeed involved. Nevertheless, Wendy remained steadfast in her convictions, boldly asserting that Diddy was gay and had a penchant for young boys long before these claims became mainstream. As time progressed, the narratives surrounding Diddy and JayZ continued to unfold, painting them as symbols of the darker realities within the music industry. The mounting accusations against both figures highlight a pervasive culture of exploitation and abuse that has plagued the entertainment world for decades. As a society, we've long harbored suspicions about the darker realities of the entertainment industry, particularly regarding figures like JayZ and Diddy. While we may not have had concrete evidence until now, the whispers and allegations surrounding their actions have persisted. It's a common refrain. We just didn't have the right information or leaks to propel these investigations. Yet as the layers of these narratives begin to peel away, it becomes increasingly evident that JayZ's involvement is more than mere speculation. The issues at hand are not confined to just JayZ and Diddy. The case of R. Kelly, whose predatory behavior eventually faced legal repercussions, underscores the pervasive nature of exploitation within the music industry. For years, the industry has been criticized for cultivating an environment that places young women at risk, allowing powerful figures like JayZ and Diddy to perpetuate this troubling culture. When people think of JayZ today, they often picture him alongside Beyonce, an icon of strength and resilience. This image complicates the narrative, as fans find it difficult to reconcile the rapper's public persona with the allegations that have emerged. JayZ's transformation from a street hustler to a powerful mogul, culminating in his marriage to Beyonce, has elevated him in the eyes of many. He's now celebrated for advocating for Black empowerment and supporting Black-owned businesses. However, the recent allegations against him have cast a shadow over this carefully cultivated image. Some voices in the industry, like Jaguar Wright, have accused JayZ of serious misconduct, claiming he has engaged in even more egregious actions than Diddy. Wright has gone so far as to assert that JayZ fathered a child with one of his alleged victims, and that he has committed acts of abuse. Her claims paint a disturbing picture, challenging the narrative of the man we think we know. JayZ and Beyonce, hailed as one of the most iconic power couples in the entertainment industry, have cultivated a remarkable public image. However, their relationship has not been without its challenges, particularly as controversies have surfaced that reveal its complexities. When they first began dating, there was significant public scrutiny surrounding the age difference. Beyonce was just 19, while JayZ was in his early 30s. This age gap raised eyebrows and sparked discussions about the power dynamics at play, prompting some to question whether their relationship was truly equitable. Despite these concerns, JayZ and Beyonce navigated the ups and downs of their partnership. Their continued success, despite the swirling allegations surrounding their lives, underscores a troubling reality. Powerful individuals often navigate controversies unscathed, as long as their influence and public appeal remain intact. In contrast, figures like Diddy, who have held considerable power in the industry, often find themselves at the center of scrutiny. Diddy's influence meant that many individuals sought his favor, positioning themselves as friends or allies, even as allegations against him surfaced. However, the question of responsibility looms large. What are those close to such powerful figures supposed to say in the face of these serious allegations? In an industry where silence often reigns, any statement of support, whether from JayZ, Beyonce, or others, seems unlikely to alter the narrative that has already taken hold. The conversation around the allegations involving high-profile figures like JayZ and Diddy has ignited a broader discourse about accountability and perception within the industry. As 50 Cent has pointed out, the effectiveness of any statements made by these celebrities often comes into question. Whether somebody says something or not, what does it change? He asks, highlighting the futility of public declarations in the face of serious allegations. He adds, Jay is like, disassociate, because, we're all black, dog. Photographs of these moguls together often surface from events like the Roc Nation brunch, but it's essential to recognize that such images can be misleading. We may be talking about a Roc Nation brunch from 6 years ago, he explains. The reality is that the public is often left speculating based on dated social media snapshots, unaware of the true dynamics at play. We don't know if they kicked it in the last 5 years. They probably fell out, or we don't know, right? We don't know. This ambiguity speaks to the larger issue of how easily narratives can be shaped without current context. Moreover, street cred plays a significant role in how these situations are perceived. In a recent discussion on the PBD podcast, Cuba Gooding Jr. weighed in, describing Diddy's actions as reckless and indicative of a profound misunderstanding of right and wrong. I wake up in the morning, I turn on the short act Cuba Gooding Jr., and I was like, "Excuse me, pull me into this," he remarked. As the situation unfolds, there's a recognition that each individual is on their own journey, and the implications of their choices are profound. "I think whatever he's dealing with, he's on his journey, man," one commentator noted. "I think that God has got him on a path where I can't imagine that he's stupid enough to do whatever he's doing and keep it on his premises." The ongoing investigations, including the recent raid, may eventually shed light on who has been involved and who has frequented certain locations, suggesting that the truth may come out in due time. Reflecting on the media attention surrounding the situation, one individual recounted a conversation with their lawyers, who mentioned that every outlet in the world wants to talk to you. This underscores the high level of public interest in the unfolding drama. However, despite the swirling rumors and allegations, there's an acknowledgement of personal connections. "I had never met him till probably 2019 or 2020, just casually," the individual shared. Claudine and he invited us to his house. The pandemic was starting to ease, and I hadn't seen him since that night, where this guy with this picture that says that I had my shoulder on him and all this stuff made it look sordid. Did Diddy snitch on JayZ in court? Online fans are buzzing with conspiracy theories that connect JayZ and Diddy. Recently, hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs was arrested in New York City, triggering a wave of speculation that draws in some of the biggest names in the music industry, including Beyonce and JayZ. The arrest, which revolves around serious trafficking charges, has reignited long-standing rumors and wild theories about Diddy's ties to the famous couple. Social media, particularly platforms like TikTok and Instagram, has gone into overdrive with theories suggesting that JayZ may be involved in a darker side of the industry alongside Diddy. These theories, no matter how far-fetched, continue to gain traction and refuse to fade away. One of the more bizarre claims suggests that JayZ is connected to the deaths of several beloved music icons, including Aaliyah, Left Eye, and Michael Jackson. Some conspiracy theorists speculate that these artists, along with others like Tupac Shakur, were taken out because they refused to conform to an alleged secret agenda purportedly orchestrated by Diddy and JayZ. According to these theories, these iconic figures were removed from the scene because they wouldn't play along with the industry's hidden machinations. While such ideas may sound extreme and even ridiculous, they have captured the imagination of many online, with eerie montages and content attempting to link these tragic deaths to the influential duo. One intriguing theory making the rounds online centers around J. Cole's hit song, She Knows. Fans and conspiracy theorists alike have started to dissect the lyrics, suggesting they contain hints about Beyonce and JayZ's involvement in the untimely deaths of music legends. They've even linked the song's title to the real names of the couple. JayZ's full name, Sean Corey Carter, and Beyonce's full name, Beyonce Giselle Knowles, implying that She Knows holds deeper significance. These theorists believe the song is packed with hidden clues in both its lyrics and music video that point to a broader conspiracy involving the couple's alleged covert activities in the entertainment industry. Adding to the intrigue is the unusual behavior of some celebrities when it comes to acknowledging JayZ at major award shows. While it's common for stars to thank their peers, some fans have noticed that certain celebrities go out of their way to express their appreciation for the couple. For instance, Adele's heartfelt tribute to Beyonce at the 2017 Grammy Awards and Britney Spears' surprise shout-out to the Queen Bee at the 2023 People's Choice Awards have caught the attention of conspiracy theorists. They argue that these public displays of gratitude aren't just casual gestures. Rather, they are seen as coded messages, subtle signals that suggest JayZ and Beyonce wield significant influence over the careers of these artists. There's a suggestion among some conspiracy theorists that celebrities are coded to publicly thank Beyonce and JayZ as a way to maintain their favor and ensure their success in the entertainment industry. These theories propose that failing to show allegiance to the couple could jeopardize a celebrity's career, making these public acknowledgments a matter of survival in a highly competitive field. In this view, Beyonce and JayZ's influence extends far beyond music. They allegedly hold significant control over the industry itself, and recognizing them is a way for stars to signal that they understand who really calls the shots. While these theories may seem far-fetched, they continue to gain traction online, fueled by fan speculation and a culture hungry for scandal. In today's internet age, where rumors can go viral in an instant, nothing seems off-limits for those seeking hidden truths or simply stirring the pot. As the drama surrounding Diddy's arrest unfolds, it appears that these conspiracy theories are set to remain part of the conversation, no matter how implausible they may be. With all these swirling allegations about JayZ and Diddy, could there be more to Diddy's recent troubles than meets the eye? Are these theories somehow connected to the legal challenges he's currently facing? Let's take a closer look at Diddy's current court proceedings to understand what's truly at stake. Sean "Diddy" Combs, a prominent figure in the music industry, is facing significant legal challenges that have captured public attention. The situation escalated dramatically on September 16, 2024, when he was arrested on serious charges of misconduct, trafficking, and transporting individuals, allegedly to distribute substances that would keep the victims compliant and obedient. The indictment claims that Diddy was a central figure in a criminal enterprise that involved administering substances to individuals and coercing them into elaborate and explicit activities, often referred to as wild gatherings. The court hearings related to Diddy's case have been intense and widely covered in the media. Prosecutors have presented evidence they argue directly connects Diddy to these illegal activities, contending that he exploited his influence and status to control and manipulate the victims, using threats and aggressive tactics to ensure their compliance. Meanwhile, Diddy's defense team has been working diligently to secure his release on bail, but they have faced setbacks, as he has been denied bail multiple times. Judges have expressed concerns that if Diddy were released, he might interfere with the ongoing investigation or pose a danger to the community. In a significant development, Judge Andrew L. Carter, Jr. rejected a $50 million bail request, stating that no amount of money could mitigate the risks associated with releasing Diddy from custody. As he remains incarcerated, the timeline for his trial has been established, with proceedings set to begin on May 5, 2025, in a federal court in Manhattan. The legal battle ahead is expected to be lengthy and complex, with prosecutors estimating that it will take at least 3 weeks to present their evidence. Meanwhile, Diddy's defense team anticipates needing about a week to make their case. If he is convicted, Diddy could face severe repercussions, including a minimum sentence of 15 years and potentially life in prison. On top of the criminal charges, Diddy is also confronting multiple civil lawsuits from individuals who allege they were mistreated by him. Over 100 people have stepped forward with accusations, some claiming they were minors at the time of the incidents. These serious allegations have raised significant concerns about Diddy's future, impacting both his personal life and career. Diddy's legal team is actively seeking his release from jail by filing appeals against the previous bail denials. They maintain that he poses no threat to the public and should not remain incarcerated while awaiting trial. Despite their persistent efforts, judges have consistently denied bail requests. As the trial approaches, it will play a crucial role in determining Diddy's future. Given the high-profile nature of the case and the serious charges against him, this trial is shaping up to be one of the most closely watched legal proceedings in recent memory. Both the prosecution and defense are preparing for what promises to be a contentious and highly publicized courtroom battle. Diddy's legal issues have not only put his future in jeopardy, but also ignited a broader conversation about the role of power and celebrity in illegal activities. The upcoming trial will be a pivotal moment, and regardless of the outcome, it's clear that Diddy's reputation and legacy have already been significantly impacted. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned.